Gentlemen, let me ask you something personal but essential. Have you ever felt frustrated at night, wishing your body could perform as it once did? If you're over 60, chances are you've noticed changes in your erections, energy, and perhaps even your confidence in the bedroom. But here's the truth: decline is not mandatory for aging. What if I told you that your body still has the power to surprise you, and the key lies in a set of muscles you probably never think about? I'm Sofia Carter, and after years of working with men who've struggled silently with intimacy, I can tell you this: you are not alone. Many of my patients thought the problem was getting old, something they had to accept. But that couldn't be further from reality. Science shows us that erectile strength is influenced by much more than age. Blood pressure, circulation, stress levels, diabetes, and even the medications in your bathroom cabinet play massive roles. And here's where most men get caught in the trap. They assume the only solutions are expensive pills, endless supplements, or invasive procedures. But I want you to see that your body is far more adaptable than you think. With the right daily habit, one that takes just a few minutes, you can directly target the hidden system that powers your erections and your vitality. So I invite you to consider this. What if regaining confidence didn't come from the pharmacy, but from your own body's forgotten strength? Most men have heard of biceps, triceps, and abs, but very few realize another group of muscles quietly determines their intimate performance. These are the pelvic floor muscles, and they're often ignored until problems appear. Imagine them as the hidden foundation of a building. You don't notice them when they're strong, but the moment they weaken, everything above begins to falter. Your pelvic floor runs like a supportive sling from your pubic bone to your tailbone. It stabilizes your bladder, bowel, and prostate, and, here's the part most men never learn, it also plays a critical role in erectile strength. Think of these muscles as a pump that works in the background. When they contract effectively, they improve blood flow, enhance nerve response, and help maintain rigidity. When they weaken, the opposite happens. Circulation suffers, control fades, and erections become inconsistent. Now here's the fascinating twist. For decades, pelvic floor training was promoted almost exclusively for women, especially after childbirth. But research has confirmed that men benefit just as profoundly, if not more. Studies published in medical journals show that men who strengthen their pelvic floor muscles can experience significant improvements in erectile quality, bladder control, and even stamina during intimacy. This is not about changing the size of anything, because no exercise can do that. Instead, it's about maximizing what you already have, making sure the systems responsible for blood flow, nerve sensitivity, and control are firing at their peak. In the same way you wouldn't build a house without reinforcing the foundation, you shouldn't expect peak sexual health without addressing the muscles that literally support it. When was the last time you thought about exercising your pelvic floor? Now that you understand how vital the pelvic floor is, let's talk about the simple daily routine that can transform its strength in just 3 minutes a day. That's right, no special equipment, gym membership, or complicated schedules. You can do 3 minutes anywhere, sitting at your desk, relaxing in the living room, or waiting in your car. The first step is the slow hold. Gently contract your pelvic floor muscles as if you were stopping the flow of urine or preventing gas from escaping. Hold that squeeze for 3 to 5 seconds, then fully relax for the same amount of time. This part is essential because the release is just as important as the contraction. Repeat this 10 to 12 times. You're building endurance here, teaching the muscles to stay engaged when you need them most. Next comes the quick flicks. Rapidly tighten and release those muscles, almost like flipping a light switch on and off. Do this for about 1 minute. These quick contractions train your muscles to respond instantly, supporting firmness and reflex control during arousal. Finally, we move to the endurance hold. Contract your pelvic floor again and try to hold as long as you comfortably can. Start with 10 seconds and build up over time. Don't hold your breath. Breathe normally. Relax fully, then repeat 3 to 4 times. This builds stamina, the ability to sustain control and strength over extended periods. That's it. 3 simple steps in just 3 minutes a day. It may sound too easy, but like brushing your teeth, the secret is consistency. Every small effort compounds into lasting results that you'll feel not just in the bedroom, but in your overall confidence. You might be wondering, how can something as simple as squeezing a hidden muscle make such a dramatic difference? The answer lies in the way your body achieves and maintains an erection. It all comes down to blood flow, nerve activity, and a mechanism called venous occlusion. During arousal, blood rushes into the spongy chambers of the penis. For an erection to remain firm, the blood must be trapped inside long enough to create pressure and stability. This is where the pelvic floor muscles, specifically the bulbocavernosus and ischiocavernosus, come into play. They act like a natural pump, compressing the veins that let blood escape. Essentially, they lock in the circulation, ensuring firmness doesn't fade too quickly. Stronger muscles mean a more effective seal, translating to stronger, longer-lasting erections. But that's not all. Training these muscles also improves nerve coordination. Think of it like tuning a guitar. The sound is sharper and more precise when the strings are correctly adjusted. Similarly, when strong muscles support your pelvic nerves well, sensitivity improves. That means not only better control, but also greater pleasure and responsiveness during intimacy. Another overlooked benefit is overall circulation. Just like strengthening your calf muscles helps pump blood back toward your heart, engaging your pelvic floor enhances blood flow in a region critical for sexual health. The result isn't an increase in anatomical size, but a noticeable improvement in fullness, firmness, and function. So when men commit to this 3-minute practice, they're not chasing a gimmick. They're restoring a biological process, reinforcing the pump, sharpening the nerves, and maximizing the body's natural potential. Isn't it remarkable how something so small can unlock such powerful change? While most men start pelvic floor training for firmer erections, the benefits don't stop there. These muscles are central to many everyday functions, and when they're strengthened, the improvements ripple into other areas of life. One of the most significant advantages is better bladder control. Many men over 60 experience dribbling after urination or sudden urges they can't fully control. A strong pelvic floor helps tighten and release the urinary sphincter more effectively, reducing those embarrassing moments and giving you back confidence in public. Another benefit is lasting control during intimacy. Men who struggle with finishing too quickly often find that these exercises give them more command over their responses. By training endurance and responsiveness, you can manage timing more comfortably. And let's not forget overall core stability. The pelvic floor works with your abdominal and back muscles to support posture and balance. Strengthening it can reduce lower back strain and improve mobility, 2 areas that often decline with age. So, while these exercises are powerful for sexual vitality, their impact extends to everyday comfort, confidence, and longevity. Why settle for one benefit when your body is ready to give you many? Before you add this routine to your daily life, you must avoid common mistakes that can quietly sabotage your progress. The first mistake is bearing down instead of lifting. Many men confuse the movement with straining, almost like pushing during a bowel movement. That actually weakens the muscles over time. Remember, the goal is an upward lift, not a downward push. The second mistake is holding your breath. When you clench your muscles and stop breathing, pressure builds in your abdomen, making the exercise counterproductive. Always breathe normally and stay relaxed through each repetition. Third, men often recruit the wrong muscles, tightening the abs, thighs, or buttocks. You're off track if your stomach clenches or your legs are working. The pelvic floor exercise is subtle, almost invisible from the outside. Finally, there's overtraining. Just like lifting weights, more isn't always better. Doing too many repetitions can cause fatigue or discomfort. Stick with the 3-minute routine once a day, and let consistency, not intensity, do the work. By avoiding these simple errors, you'll ensure that every squeeze you perform strengthens the muscles that matter most. As powerful as these exercises are, it's essential to recognize when self-care isn't enough. Pelvic floor training can significantly improve function, but if you're facing persistent or severe problems, that's your body's signal to seek professional help. For example, if erections remain consistently weak or disappear altogether despite regular effort, there may be an underlying medical issue. Conditions like heart disease, diabetes, or nerve damage can interfere with circulation and nerve signaling. These are not problems you can solve with exercise alone. Another red flag is pain, whether during an erection, while urinating, or in the pelvic region itself. Pain is never something to ignore. Pushing through it can worsen things. Similarly, frequent or urgent trips to the bathroom, difficulty starting or stopping urination, or sudden leakage are signs that your prostate or bladder may need medical attention. The bottom line is this: pelvic floor exercises are a tool, not a cure-all. They work best when your overall health is supported and monitored. Seeing a doctor early can uncover hidden issues and ensure you get the proper treatment at the right time. Seeking help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Gentlemen, let's take a moment to recognize what this really means. By committing just 3 minutes daily, you're doing more than strengthening a hidden muscle. You're making a statement about how you choose to age. Most men drift into decline because they believe there's no other option. But you've now seen that your body carries within it the ability to restore confidence, vitality, and control, even after 60. That's not weakness, it's power. Think of this daily exercise as more than a routine. It's an investment, a deposit into the bank of your long-term health. Every contraction builds not only stronger erections, but also better bladder control, sharper nerve response, and a foundation of stability that benefits your whole body. It's not about chasing youth, but maximizing your strength and potential. And remember, this routine works best as part of a larger picture. Pair it with heart-healthy habits, balanced nutrition, regular walks or workouts, restorative sleep, and stress management. Your pelvic floor may be the starting point, but your lifestyle amplifies your results even further. So, I want to hear from you. Have you tried pelvic floor exercises before? Did you notice changes in your confidence, control, or daily comfort? Share your experience in the comments. You never know who might be inspired by your story. If today's conversation gave you insight, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another science-backed tip for men's health after 50. In our very next video, we'll explore another critical topic: prostate health, when to get screened, what to watch for, and how to protect yourself for years to come. Stay strong, stay informed, and keep investing in yourself.